Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew, very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Sometimes, if you are bored, just get a Chinese movie. Or better still, an Indian movie. These two movies will clear your boredom. In fact, a few minutes away, I was just engrossed in one of such Indian movies. Oh my God, action me what? Faking Kwa! Shout out to Sonny Badu, man. Thanks for the post. I really appreciate you, man of God. The post was really timely. And big shout outs to Richie Flex. I knew that particular video was going to call for something else. Jabo, I enjoyed the push from Dr. Sonny Badu for playing the PR role very well for the brand. I've not gotten a paycheck yet though. I'm still waiting for it.
I think you did a good job. I watched it, and the way you did it, I mean, you can't get it better than that. You did it so well, and I'm not surprised that he's appreciating it. Even though at some point you said your disappointment was the fact that he wasn't coming in a wheelchair or something like that.
I said that.
But even the way you said it, I mean, it was still positive in the scheme of things. The way you said it, and so I mean, you did a good job. So I'm not surprised that he's reacting that way. And good. Even if others will do that's the best way to go. When you say positive things, it's better they appreciate it. True. Because they mostly, what we have seen, they appreciate the negatives more than the positive. You see, they will post the negative one and say whatever they have to say. But if it is positive, they don't do that. So it's a good move. I think Sonny Badu, he's doing a good job when it comes to social media presence and how he handles things. So kudos to him and the team. I think the team is also advising him in a positive direction. And he's winning. I mean, this is good. This is good.
Facts. Well, it's all good. Rob, are you also going to appreciate the doctor?
Of course. What he did was very beautiful. In fact, when people do such things, it also gives the perception in the space. It also gives the perception in the space that it is not only unpleasant things that you say about people that is able to go viral or the people only see. Because sometimes when you see, yes, in our scheme of things or in our line of work, we may say things that some of them may not land well with others.
Yeah.
However, when we come back to appreciate them in other levels, we
come back.
Yes, exactly. We usually don't see some of these things, which is why in the space, so many people have the mindset that it is negativity that sells. But when you say things that people also appreciate, it also sells. And some of these gestures are things that come to prove the fact that, okay, when you say things that they like, they can equally post, regardless of their status, whether it is an upcoming person or even an established person. This is an established man of God and a musician for that matter, who has achieved a lot and is appreciating one from a brother who has also done a lot in the space. That, okay, this thing that you said about me, I really appreciate. Same way he also has the right to register his displeasure if you have said something that did not land well with him. If we are able to live in a space like this where people are able to appreciate their feelings or people's opinions, whether positive or negative, I think we stand a chance of building a good industry. So at the end of the day, if it is good, we share the same light on it. If it is unpleasant, we will equally share the same. So big ups to the man of God. I think it's beautiful.
Well, so shouts to Arnold Asamoah, George Quay, and the rest of the people who made the show happen. Of course, he also appreciated such people as well. Now, let's move on to today's business. We have a 3-man squad for today. Roland Amate is here representing Shagzi, talent manager, and also road manager for SM. And I also have man like in Team Dodo Solomon. You can simply call him Chemo. Chemo is also our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited. And he's also up for your digital solutions. Anytime you have any issue, monetization, streaming, and more, you contact Intidosu Digital Solutions to take care of you. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show, and Digital Rasta Currency is also in charge of our camera. And what it means is that we are set for information. Tap Send is still here with us. Maybe you are watching, and I know this time around many people will be sending money back home. Personally, today I just received my money back home from Nick. Thanks so much, Nick. That was a very good gesture, and I really appreciate it. God bless you, bro. So you are also going to send someone a tap send. So why not go ahead and wire it now? Tap send is for everybody. Just download the app on your phone, put in your key details, use the promo code SammyFlex, and just run away with it. So far, it has proven to be the safest, the fastest, and the best to send your money from abroad to Ghana. Now, let's continue with something that has been with us for the past days. Remember the statement the Nigerian gospel artist Nathaniel Bassey made here in Ghana some few weeks ago at the Accra Sports Stadium. That was when that statement was made. And as it stands now, looks like the conversation is not ending soon. Apparently, Patience Nyarko had said this before about this English and tree composition among our gospel folks. And some portions of the gospel industry received it with some pinch of salt. So when the man of God, Nathaniel Bassey from Nigeria, made that statement and its accompanying reviews, I don't know who has angered our lady Patience Nyarko again. This time round, she used the Shatta Wale style. Put Facebook Live in front of her and fire. In fact, she fired some of the notable table of men people. She called them out. Ninoy, Frankie Five, and the rest of them. She called them out and lashed them one after the other. Now I want us to analyze the video, then we put out our opinions and views on it as to what she's saying, whether we agree, disagree, or we also want to make an input on this. Richie Flex will show the video to us, and when I come back, we will still talk. Stay put, I'll be back. Tears of joy. Oh, more, come and see tears of joy. No. So, her English song is called Tears of Joy. And I would want you to go watch it on YouTube. Oh, more, come and see Tears of Joy. Yeah, maybe you'll love it. Now, this is Patience Nyarko's approach. Chabu, any review, any commentary on this?
Oh, me did say President Nyarko de one table of men will be because or can maybe a term make I say or use Joe Metal as an example and on honest nyumba kwana then time trendy pa. Yeah, I think Bononi and President Nyarko song, I mean, she had me feeling na trending on.
Okay.
President Nyarko nyumbi.
Which one?
I think there was one before Wafum Kwan. Yes. And she was saying say her song is far popular than Joe Metal's song. Even though Joe Metal did it in English. And they were bashing her. Serious. Say I didn't I can't say that day. I think this is the time for her to get back at them. Because they did it to her. At the time that she was saying there was no need for that. You see, you guys were fighting her for saying that it doesn't matter whether it's English or local language or tree. And now that the prophet from Nigeria came to say it, some people who are at your camp or in your camp were fighting that.
Yeah.
Now that's her angle.
Okay.
I think Celestine Donko is in the camp of table of men.
Not necessarily. I know.
Okay.
Celestine's husband.
Yes.
Is an advocate. He's a very vocal person in the gospel fraternity.
Yes. And now she feels that if the man of God from Nigeria, Nathaniel Bassi, is saying something opposite of what I said, and now you are fighting him or saying that the word is not necessary or something. It's like now you are coming back to my side. But not long ago you guys were fighting me for saying that. I think that's her position, and that's why she is doing this. And I don't see the need for it, but you see, when people come at you like that and you think that you have the opportunity to give it to them the same way, I mean, you won't think twice. Yes, you won't think twice going after them the same way that they did to you. So I don't really see this. It shouldn't be a big deal, but I think based on how she is talking, well, because of what they did to her, she's just returning them a favor. You did it to me, so me too. I think this is the time for me to to also give it to you the same way. Apart from that, I don't see it as a big deal. They were just sharing their opinions. I think the man of God, Nathaniel Bassi, shared his opinion, and some people disagree, and we should end it there, and it shouldn't go beyond that. But the point is, sometimes when people disagree with you, they don't just say they disagree with you. They use all tactics to make you feel bad and other stuff, and some will
feel less of yourself.
Yes, and some will even intentionally insult you and all that. So I'm not surprised that she's returning that favor, and yes, she has every right to do it because of what they did to her some time ago. Apart from that, even for the issue, I think yes, you can disagree, and you can also share your opinion, and it should end there. But if you go at some people and even insult them, yes, one day they will also return that favor, and I'm not surprised that President Nyarko is going the same direction. She's returning a favor to table of men. Yes, and I know them. I have seen what they can do.
The table of men.
Oh yeah. Some of the members, in fact, they have used me not long ago. So I'm not surprised.
to do what for them?
Well, because I said something that they were not happy about.
Okay.
And they used me well. They used me.
I just remembered.
Yes. And I at that point I couldn't think fast to also go at them. So I've let that thing go, but I've marked it. It's there.
So
if they bring themselves like the way President Nyarko is giving it to them, they may hear from me. So I'm not surprised that President Nyarko is doing that. because of how they approach my issue.
Okay.
I think Patient Nyarko felt it. Me, it wasn't so hard on me, but what makes me regret now is the fact that I have enough to go at them, yes, to even do more than what they were not happy about.
Okay.
But I kept quiet, like, okay, this thing, there's no need, let it go. But when I thought of it after some time, I was like, no, these people, they have used me. It's like me thinking that, okay, there's no need for us to stretch this, let's but they were in fact busily doing videos, writing articles, just because
Let me add this. Today, whilst we were on our way to meet you, a lady who told us that, okay, a lady, yes, a lady called and said, hey, he's even heard the guy saying that to the media houses, his money can even buy some of their platforms.
Look at this. So now that but for now, okay, let me take that. I've not heard it asking directly from him. Yeah. But if I hear something like that from him, he will.
Kojo Kid is aware of this statement.
He should come and say it here, and then I will also give him a message to him. Yes, then I'll give him a message to go and give it to them, because I have enough data about him to even make him more sad than he was if he's not ready to accept reality. So they should rather do their things well. And I'm not surprised Patient Nyarko will do this, because of what they did to her, and she's just returning the favor. This one is not more about Nathaniel Bassey. It's about their attitude and how some people feel about them. Okay. So they should deal with it.
All right. Room.
I am a entertainment.
It is part of it. It is part of it.
In fact, this whole conversation between Patient Nyarko and the table of men has to do with I am a.
Who is complaining?
Patient Nyarko is complaining.
Okay.
She is the complainant here, and you see, it is because of certain experiences that she's had in the course of her career, or in the past years, or during this particular period. Some of the experiences that she's had has to do with some experiences that even some people in the space also have, in the sense that when your matter comes, certain people that you expect that, oh, these people
know better,
who preaches to be neutral or are supposed to know better,
or people who should know better,
yes, has a way of handling certain people issue and have a different way of handling others, and that is the pain Patient Nyarko is bringing to the table now, because she is looking at herself also as a minister of God, also serving the same purpose, if not for anything at all, as Nathaniel Bassey. So if she says something that you don't agree with, the way you would approach Nathaniel Bassey's issue with diplomacy is the same way she was expecting her people to have handled her issue. It all has to do with you disagreeing with the statement somebody is making. But if you make a statement and I disagree, and in my quest to register my displeasure, I insult you or make you look stupid, yet Chemo says something and in that same light I disagree, and in that same quest to do so I handle his with diplomacy, whilst both of you are probably serving in the same space, doing almost similar things, then it means that there is some level of favoritism or some level of fear somewhere, or hypocrisy, if that is how we should put it. Anybody would feel that way.
Okay.
Anybody would feel that way, and we have it even transcends from even the gospel space to the whole industry. There are so many people who feel that way, including Shatta Wale. Of course, there are certain people's issues that will pop up, and we know how some people would handle it.
Yeah.
Yet others' issue will pop up in the same light or even in a similar fashion, And some people will just, hey, you be say, as I didn't see a pool, or we have no idea about whatever is going on. So some of these things are things that will make people harbor certain amount of pain in them about certain people, or have certain level of perception about the people in the space.
Okay.
So if in this space, the table of men, according to you, your operations has to do with the fact that you are for the gospel fraternity. Whatever you do has to do with the protection and the improvement of the gospel space. Yet, the way you trivialize my own issue like that, a similar one comes from a different camp, and you think that's one here, you want to handle it with some level of diplomacy, then we can say that there's no fairness here. There's no fairness from your part as you are preaching.
Okay.
So for Patience Nyarko, I can't tell her to tone down.
Yeah.
I can only tell her to think about some of the repercussions of her actions, and know that yes, if she's ready to handle some of the repercussions, why not? She has the right to fire all she can.
Okay.
But else, I believe some of these things are not too necessary for her to be firing. But if she feels she can handle the repercussion,
But she's fired already. So now the time no day.
and I make her say, then for her to have gone that tangent, then it means I want to believe she's read the space and understands the repercussions of her actions now, and knows she can handle them. That's why she's firing, because there are so many people, no matter the experiences that they've had, even if they have similar experience as Patience Nyarko, will not come and be saying these things, especially now, for the fear of the repercussions that may come after the action.
Okay.
Because they know, okay, these people have some level of power, or if not for anything, they have some level of influence that can block them or sabotage them in any way,
In one way or the
in
other.
one way or the other. So they may not come out again like what Patience Nyarko is doing. But for Patience Nyarko, she feels she has nothing to lose.
Okay.
Whatever they can do to her, they've done the worst to her already. There's nothing they can do to her again. They can't blacklist her. They can't sabotage her in any way. Even if they try to sabotage her, it wouldn't be enough to hinder,
have an
impact
effect.
on her career.
Yeah.
So she will come and fire. And so that's what I'm saying. I want to believe she knows the repercussions of her actions now, which is why she's firing. If she doesn't know, that is where I would tell her to tone down. But since she's firing like this, then I want to believe she knows. So, madam, carry on.
Well, thank you guys. This is still Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV, and of course, 3-man squad doing justice to the issues on the board. As it stands now, Edem is still in the news. Edem is in the news for knocking down a naked woman who actually died, according to reports. He had been charged with careless driving and all those things put together. As we talk, he has been given bail, so he is moving around a semi-free man. Yes, he's moving around as a semi-free man. Maybe when the case is finally heard, then we can all see what judgment was passed in this particular scenario. But as it stands now, one thing is clear: people are reviewing his press statement. While some people think, oh, the press statement was not handled professionally, others also think that was his way of telling his side of the story. And I know it has generated so much conversations around it. The same thing around Edem. We have seen a video from comedian DKB also making a certain statement about the issue. And I would want us to, first of all, if Richie has got the press statement from Edem, maybe we would read it. Then after, we'll pick DKB's video where he is addressing the industry and the media about the Edem happening. I don't know if Richie, you have the press statement. If you have it, we can read it briefly. Then we go on to DKB, who is addressing the media in general over what has happened to Edem and how he thinks they should discuss it. So this one says, Edem escapes near-death accident, and it says, musician Edem Go Get Them escaped what is described by the MTTD division of the Tesano Police Service as near fatal. on Sunday, 10th of December. The musician, after his appearance on United Television, had an accident on the George Walker Bush Highway where a naked woman crossed his path out of nowhere. Edem's car turned upside down after the impact, but the artist is very fine. Edem is currently complying with the police service for due process as the case is still under investigation. Edem has assured his availability when need be. Edem assures all his fans that he is safe, fully active and kicking, like what he has been saying, fully active all the time.
Edem.
Yes. I'll tell you guys something when you guys are done doing your submission on this particular case. I have something to say, which is good news for fans of Edem and good news because we are in Ghana. I'll tell you guys. Maybe someone knows it. Someone might mention it. Maybe it might skip all of you guys and I'll still mention it to you guys. So still on Edem, DKB has a message for the industry and I would want us to listen carefully to what DKB is saying, if we would agree with him or better still disagree with him. Let's watch it. I'll be right back.
Ghana showbiz people, I really beg you guys, please cut them some. Ghana showbiz people, I really beg you guys, please cut them some slack. Like, to be honest, this issue that has happened to him is a very tragic one. I mean, it will be very insensitive to be discussing it on radio. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, it's death involved, Charlie. And it's, you can imagine how he's feeling right now. So please cut him some slack. But I'm telling you, we famous people, celebrities, we see things so. Achimota Sawam Highway, Kumasi in Sawam Achimota Highway. On 2 occasions, at dawn, going home from shows, 2 more people have crossed my car before. 2. One was a lady and one was a guy. You never know where they come from. But lucky, I missed them by inches. It was only God. One time on the highway, the flyover, I encountered kitchen stool. I don't be everything with the talk. Kitchen stool. Freshly, how do you call it, molded kitchen stool, or freshly constructed kitchen stool on top of the highway going 130, 140. And you meet kitchen stool. If I attempt to dodge, I'll fall off the highway and fall down to the ground. So guess what I had to do? I drove through it, broke my fender, my bumper, everything. And also affected my son. So Charlie, with the citizens, we encountered things. Pray for us, oh. Pray for us. I'm telling you. I'm a comedian, but this is not a laughing affair. Trust me. Thank you to everybody. And, you know, more prayers and more strength to Edem, Charlie. Go get them. It's not easy. Thank you so much. And please pray for yourself and for us. Thank you.
So that was DKB's way of adding his voice to the convo. According to DKB, and like I said, I want to ask my people whether they agree with him or disagree with him. According to DKB, this is a tragic incident, so it should not be discussed. In fact, as a matter of fact, just this afternoon, I listened on Peace FM. Kojo King and his people were discussing it on Peace FM, and Kojo even gave them an example of how, same way, a madman threw a stone onto my windscreen just in front of my office here. I was going to pick my children one afternoon like that. He was targeting some trotro. He missed the trotro, bang into my windscreen. Bah! I'm still driving with the cracked windscreen today. Because the company car, the company says they will change it, and until they change it, I'm not too sure what I can do about it. Unless they say I should change it myself, then I can look for money elsewhere to do it. So yes, there is a tragic issue, but should we agree with DKB? We should not discuss it. And again, as of yesterday, Edem's press statement came late. Personally, I had my own share of it in the editorial, but I want to ask my people what they also think about DKB's comment on it and the fact that Edem has also released the statement and what is in there. Chabo, let's hear from you on both grounds, DKB and the press statement.
The only part I agree with DKB is the sensitive nature of the issue, but for him to say that we shouldn't talk about it, no, I disagree. I think we should talk about it. But it's sensitive, so
Yeah.
you should be careful how
What
we
you
go
say,
about it
yeah.
and how we see them.
Mm.
And this, I mean,
That's
caution.
final.
Mhm.
Yeah, sensitive.
By the current courtesy,
Queen
Queen
I don't
Chemo.
to be my
Queen Chemo.
Yeah, shout out to Queen
Yeah,
Chemo.
yeah.
If you
Big
don't buy
shout out.
some for me, I come from land. I don't give you anything.
Yes, you're being
Yes, Chemo will continue. Mhm.
So it's sensitive, so we should be careful how we go about it. And
Okay.
I think that should have gone to Edem and his team first.
Okay.
I mean,
the sensitive nature of the happening.
yes, because their press statement, I didn't see that in it. It wasn't that they were. I mean,
They did not show
they
that
sign of the
being sensitive. in there.
yes, in there. No,
Okay.
I didn't see it. So they are the first person, or they are the first people that should get this message. And again, the way I mean, the way he was granting an interview and talking about your luxurious press statement.
Yeah.
Yes, I think he was just quick to criticize people, but he couldn't. I mean, handle his own.
The corrector.
Yes,
You know,
he couldn't handle his own, because his press statement, there are a whole lot of issues about it, but because of the sensitive nature of the issue in general, we may have to hold on for now until
It's not because you don't say you're holding on.
until issues settle, then you know how to go about it. I mean, if you come out like that and criticize people for some of these things, then you should be ready for people also criticizing you.
Of course. No, if you can do it.
Yeah, if you are not doing things right. I mean, for me, even one of the issue is the one who wrote it. If it is Edem or whoever, the person was writing in the third person's narrative, and I didn't get it. It's like the person who was writing is not part of the team. Edem will do this, Edem will do that. Like he's taking the person who was writing was taking himself out of the whole thing. Okay. So I was like, are you part of the team to say that okay, the team will make sure this is done, or you are okay to say Edem is this, Edem will do that, Edem did this, taking yourself out of
the equation.
I mean, that one, it didn't go well for me. I was like, what is happening here? It's like a reporter somewhere reporting what is going on. It didn't feel like a team member of Edem writing or addressing the issue. Okay. So it's one of it for me that it didn't go well. And I don't know why people are now obsessed about the word naked woman. I mean, I don't get it. Why should you bring that adjective naked instead of saying woman? That a woman knocked down by a car or something.
So instead of my understanding is that they just want to make you know that the person is a non-entity.
Well, at this point, there's
no. That's what they want to achieve. The moment they qualify with naked, then they want to know that
it's not a normal person.
A non-entity. Let's just put that one.
Yeah, but yes, that's why I said this is sensitive, because we are not there yet. As in,
we are not too
sure the person, because there is no detail about the person, and whether they took her to hospital or whatever, like nothing. So if it comes out later that hey, she wasn't like naked as they are saying, then how do we take it? Or the report coming from the court, and there are so many issues, there are so many levels to what is happening that we should be careful the way you go about it. And I think the team, Edem's team, they made the first mistake of the way that the article came out. Yes, I mean, in our country here, there are certain things that we need to address about the mad people and the way people even cross road, and even the places that we stand to cross to the other side.
Even that road. When we are going to work, ask him what I encounter. Some of us we drive by grace and pure carefulness. So many occasions I have done some small mistake to go even look on my phone and you guys will not hear good news. So many times.
So we are aware of the nature of things and how things can go wrong. So if you make it look like whatever happened is coming from the other side, then we are not talking about accident here. If you make it look like that, but if you can admit that this is an accident, it's an accident, and accident can happen to anyone. And I thought the team didn't do a good work when it comes to portraying what really happened. It's supposed to be in a form of accident that happened, but the details may come later based on what will happen at the court, and because the court will give a verdict, a report will come out, then we can interrogate it or go further and ask questions, what really happened, how it happened, and all that. And I think they didn't do a good job there, and that fixation on the word naked is even taking the whole thing to the next level. It's like all the headlines that I've seen, there's emphasis on the word naked woman knocked down by Edem's car and all that. That one too didn't go well with me, and I think with their press statement they should come again. But yes, we should be sensitive and also careful on our rules, because if you are driving in Ghana here, it's not that easy as compared to elsewhere.
True.
I mean, the driver and even the pedestrian, no one is really safe. You have to be extra careful. And I've seen this thing before. I mean, even at the time that I was young, one of our guys, young guy, he was knocked down by a car and he died. I remember it vividly at that time. And not only him, there was another guy at the same area. That one he survived, but yes, came with some form of injuries and all that. So in our country here, is if you are not careful, you may get a serious accident, whether as a pedestrian or as a driver. Yes, it's not easy here. So we understand when accident happens, but the way some people are going about it, I think we should be mindful of the sensitivity of the whole thing and then talk as such. Yes, to handle things. Yes.
Okay, Ro. Did you say enough on the DKB thing? You are fine with that?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. So you can combine the two as well.
Yeah, Brass, I mean, before I say, let me say love and light and strength to Edem. In fact, everybody who finds himself in such a situation, it's not a pleasant situation.
Never.
So we can only sympathize with him and wish him well, and pray he gets out, if not for anything at all, at least his psyche. Because there are some people that may not be able to live through some of these things easily like that. At least the flashbacks and the memories of it, and the fact that, quote and unquote, you've taken a life, or even your actions led to
that mental torture.
Yes,
anytime you drive around that area,
exactly, it will definitely ring a bell. Or even if you sit behind the wheel.
I think I've told you about me sitting in someone's car and he hitting someone.
Yes,
even me sitting in it I still feel it anytime.
Exactly. So such instances, I agree with DKB that this is a very sensitive issue, and whoever would want to talk about it. As for it not being disguised here, that I disagree, because the burial of the dead is a warning to the living. So if you're watching somebody being buried, you just have to also learn one or two from it to live your life on. So as for its discussion there, perhaps this is one of the discussions that is going to inform another person in the space to be extra cautious, especially in these times that are termed as rush hour, because in the space this is one of our rush hour seasons, and artists are prone to contembrantem, going out fast.
And in fact, we can even qualify it by saying on that day he was coming from a TV
interview, and whatever rounds that he's done through the day all can compound into even the stress that he went through, even he being on TV, and that's hour of the night going to the house, or probably maybe he may have a different engagement even at that time. So all these things could lead to some of these things. So for its nature, yes, we can discuss it. and use it also as an advice to ourselves as people in the space. So yeah, I can just sympathize with him and say, big man, just be strong and go through it. It's one of the phases of life, and we hope and pray that you come out of it safely, both in good health and also mentally. Now to the press statements, of course, the thing there, anyhow you write the brofo. Anyhow you write the brofo.
There are some issues when they happen. Just say something.
Yes.
Because whatever you say will not satisfy everybody.
Write the brofo. That is why when things like this happen and people would want to read certain meanings, like probe into it, and in that action they miss the substantive issue in that particular communique. That is what pains me. Because in that same fashion, when some people were probing into others' press statement, just like it is unfair that people's minds are fixated on the naked woman rather than Edem's life being in danger, the person that was hit, his or her condition.
I hear Edem's car even turned.
Exactly.
After hitting him.
Now that is not even the point of discussion. That is not where people's minds are. Whatever has happened to the woman, even after she was knocked down, is still unknown. People are not asking questions about it. Whatever has happened, even after where she was sent to, whatever is happening, no. But the only thing has to do with they being fixated on the naked woman. And some of these things, yes, Edem, when he was going through his media tour, blamed you for people's mind being fixated on luxury in your press release. So this, you can't blame any other person than also blame him and his team for bringing that particular word in the statement. It's like that. If during that time he saw his criticism as fair, then I don't expect him to see this or hear this
as unfair. Because since it is brofo, and the brofo is titled to scrutiny at every point in time, then let's live with it. However, I think the communication is also short, just like he was saying, oh, some of the communication you just have to leave it short. If you leave it short, then definitely you can open it up for people to also add theirs. That's what it means. Now, the communique that came even from the courts initially did not even describe the woman in any light as you are describing. Did not. Whether the woman was naked, was covered, was flying, was crawling, was doing whatever, it's still a human being. And that is what the court described. So are we saying that if you should just hit a naked woman, quote and unquote, or somebody that you in your eyes sees that the person is not normal, is it okay? Is it life no matter? Because as it stands in the press release, whatever has happened to the woman, the only thing that we know is Edem's car somersaulting, and he went to the hospital to check for himself, and that he is fine. Whatever happened to the woman, whether the woman flew even after she was knocked, whether she was carried on somebody's back to the hospital, whether she survived, whether Odimojashu Nebianuku Fi. Suddenly now it is no more a subject for knowledge. Whether she survived, it's no more a subject for knowledge, because we know. So I'm sure maybe to them they might also think, okay, that is why we don't want to say much about her, because she is dead and gone, and dead women or dead man don't talk. So if the person is dead and gone, what reference do you want us to make of her again?
As it stands, you did not talk about even what happened, because in your own quest you are trying to explain what happened, and the narration is just short, because I was expecting, okay, when it happened, both parties were sent to this particular hospital, and the person died on the way, died on the spot, died at the hospital. All these things are information that can come.
Okay.
But all these information have been left out. Even the court did not even see to describe the woman even as you are describing. So if you want to take the pain,
or maybe the court did not see the woman, so they
they will do investigation before
of
they will
course.
even pronounce the final judgment on
that
it.
is why.
So Edem is on bail now.
That
The
is why
case
the
is
issue
still pending.
is still pending and
And
is still under investigation.
investigation.
So
Oh.
if you want to come out and explain, the moment you start describing who the person is, then you should take the pain to describe the end of whatever happened, because whatever you say will be held against you in the court of law, and it will be used. So you did now describing the person as naked. Now, if they ask you to come and explain what you meant by her being naked, what are you implying? Then you now have to go and explain further, and whatever you explain can come out, even in the court's pronouncement and everything. So yes, for the press statement, I'm not going to go into it plenty. The only thing I am thankful for is the fact that the rapper is in good health and is in good shape as reported in the press statement.
Yeah.
But as per, because the court said the woman had died, that is the reports that are coming out
Exactly.
from the court proceedings earlier on, that the woman had died. However, Edem, who was directly involved in the situation,
It's fine.
is fine and has not come out to confirm or deny.
No. He doesn't want to touch on those things because he thinks that report is a known story
Enough.
already.
But
Because that story came first before their counter press statement.
Yeah.
So and they want to. So what they want you to know that okay, it is confirmed. That's why they did not deny. They did not also confirm.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So if you would want to report such an incident, somebody can also say if you'd want to report such an incident and you report it only from your side and expect the people to, or the parties that are involved, so we then you are definitely being sensitive about the whole issue, because I'm sure say also this year born to honoma, and you would expect say when the people are narrating they would also touch on also this year because on also
Yeah.
you understand. So me, I just wish them well, and I pray that all of us will take a cue from some of these happenings and be careful. At least let's pray God protects us through these times. But then we also have to be careful on the roads, because we know, like Chemo said, both the driver and the pedestrian is not too safe on our roads like that.
Okay. There is something I don't know if you guys would have knowledge about. When the story of the court came, they said Edem was charged with careless driving and something. If Richie can find out, like I would be very glad, because I want to use the exact words of the court. Who put out that charge? Like, who wrote that charge against Edem?
It will be the court prosecutor.
How did he or she know Edem was driving carelessly?
Okay, so it will be based on any
Investigation.
investigation.
Or
So
findings.
I beg you, let me find out. It says, according to, I'm just coming straight to the third paragraph. It says, according to the report, Edem was driving an unregistered Honda touring vehicle at the time of the incident. Tragically, the unidentified woman who was allegedly knocked down did not survive the accident. Edem was charged with 2 counts: careless and inconsiderate driving, and negligently causing harm. Sir, who gave them to the court?
Okay, it will be the prosecutor, and this is what they do. They will interrogate or talk to Edem. So based on Edem's statement, they will form their opinion.
And even at the
Based on his
and even
statement.
at
And
the
then
place, you will have the policemen doing their investigations on the ground. Sometimes with the impact and how things happen there, they can ascertain that okay, they can all have some level of knowledge that okay, this was caused by maybe a careless driving, or maybe some of these things. It could be deliberate, it could not be deliberate. Some of these things are things that per their experience.
So
come out.
based on their investigation, they can throw out some of these words like the careless driving and whatever. Now it's up to Edem to defend it. That's why it's not conclusive. They even wanted more time, so they have given him bail. So they are now going to go deeper to get some evidence to buttress the accusation or the charges that they are giving Edem. Now it is also up to Edem and his lawyer to defend that no, what they are saying is not true. This is exactly what happened. That's why I was saying that they were too quick to come out with this without even giving certain details. It's better we all wait for the court to finish with this case, because the court report will come out and then we can go deeper, ask more questions. That's where we should be going. Now the prosecutors are just basing on what Edem told them and what they think happened, and they are what they think happened may based on Edem's report and what they found at the accident scene. They will combine that to come out with some of these charges. And yes, we know sometimes our prosecutor, they can use certain things that will not fly at the end of the day, but the court will decide that. So for them, they can throw any charge at you, just that you have to be ready to defend, and then the court will agree with you to throw them away, or the court can also agree based on evidence available.
Okay.
And since we don't know the evidence that the prosecutors may have, we have to slow down on that part until the case is done. Then we can also talk about it.
Well, I said I'll be telling you guys something, and I just want to speak in a more coded way. Edem was coming from UTV's program as of 1 a.m. because the program closed late.
Yes.
The case is being handled by Tesano Police Station. Tesano Police Station. Tesano Police Station was donated by Despite Media. Put in your 1 and 2s. I'm done.
Let's continue.
Oh yeah.
To be a fine.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's in court. Let them finish. After that, we too.
Oh, I mean the prosecutor will send the report.
Oh yes.
And the prosecutor is from which police station?
Tesano, because they are the ones handling it. Yes.
Good case.
So yeah.
Maybe a better fine.
Yeah, for sure.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So Edem, go get them. Be strong. Like Roland said earlier, we surely send our love, hugs, and lights in these times. It is not easy, of course. As an industry, nobody would want any evil to befall anybody. So if it happens like this, we would all commiserate with you and make sure that you are fine. In these times, Charlie shows to bow. Now, I don't know how strong he is even mentally. That's some of this can traumatize them for
years. That's where I am more concerned about.
This can traumatize them for weeks before they will be fine. So let's pray that he's strong mentally to overcome some of these things. Now, about our lady who is going for the Guinness World Record attempt, we have latest information. Ghana Tourism Authority (GTA) has come in to support her, and as it stands now, the program that they had a press conference to do it or to stage it at the Aviation Social Center, we hear it has been moved to a new location. And I would want us to read a press statement that has been released by the Ghana Tourism Authority, and I'll ask my people their opinion about it, and let's see how best we can all be part of this. And released that came out today says public notice: the Ghana Tourism Authority (GTA) official partners of the forthcoming Guinness World Record longest singing by an individual breaking attempt wishes to inform the general public that the event, originally slated for the Aviation Social Center in Accra, will now be held at the Akwaba village being constructed near the airport runabout, Accra, from December 24th to 27th. The change in venue is to help accommodate the huge numbers who have expressed interest in attending to support our own Efia Asantua break the record. Any inconvenience caused is deeply regretted. Thanks for your usual cooperation. That is what the Ghana Tourism Authority, that is what they are saying. First, I want to say something harmlessly before this whole thing starts. What I mean harmlessly is that the Akwaba village that they want to build, I'm so uncomfortable about the location. I'm so uncomfortable about the location. Our airport is not covered like some places where you can say, oh, when you are here, you are outside of the airport. And where they are going to build it, it means there will be vehicular traffic at the airport. There will be human traffic at the airport. Some people who were not going to do anything at the airport because of the attendance of these programs, they are going to be closer to the airport. And the airport should be a very or highly security zone.
It is. It should know. It is a highly security zone.
I don't know. I'm not too comfortable with the location.
None should be. It is.
And first, it is not because of this program. Oh. I have had information that they are going to do series of activities there from 15th to 28th of December.
Okay.
Parties, concerts, performances, vendorship, people selling, and it is a great idea. Akwaba village, but the location, our airport, Ghanaians can be unruly. I know. People drive there, and if they are saying it's just around the airport, at the airport roundabout, it means that Green B area there, maybe that's where they've cleared to do this. Let's throw that one away and let's talk about this. But I don't know if you guys want to touch on it.
Harmless.
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable about that location.
Yeah.
Especially knowing how our airport is. Already they are even struggling on how to prevent people from going to the departure hall. Yes, if you go, you see people. Now, this time, the last time we were there, Chebu,
traffic.
Any park, cars, human beings, and now you are going to put an event right there. When we went there, that there was no event. That one said there was traffic. I don't know. Me, this thing, I'm not too sure about the planners, but the location. It's a trouble for me. When I heard it, I said, hey, airport, knowing our people.
Well, for them, they think that they can accommodate more people at the Akwaba village instead of Aviation Social Center. Well,
those who are going there, where would they park their cars? Because if they are saying it's just by the airport, we know the airport runabout.
Yeah.
You know, after the airport run, then you go to the Hajj. No, not
the Hajj village.
The Hajj village. I even thought they were going to do it at the Hajj village, which will be a little away from the airport run. Now, because they are saying the airport run, that means it is not far. Or if not so, you see when they go to the airport, they developed some place where they were doing the COVID thing. It is a car park. Maybe they might do it there. And even they do it there, crowded to be worse. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
Yeah, of course.
If you do the roundabout on your right, they developed some place where they were doing the COVID. That place is
but that place is too small. That place, looking at what they want to do there, that place is too small. Because if you are going to put a structure, that structure will take about almost half of the whole place.
Well, I don't know if the planners agreed or they just told them this is what we want to do and that's the end of it. I don't know what really happened.
Like some of the Kwasa airports. But I say let's even be realistic here. The people come from abroad. When they pick their things, they won't play around that place.
No, not at that time. They have to settle before they will think of going anywhere. So it's not. Well, I don't know how they came about that. Now I'm thinking GTA for nobody and I'm saying okay, yeah, Akwaba village I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. They didn't really, for me, I don't have that feeling say or discuss it. Like there was a discussion that we want to move to Akwaba village. Do you guys think this is better than Aviation Social Center or something? Like I doubt if they had that discussion. And you see, Aviation Social Center is also a government property. So if they are giving you Akwaba village and you say no, they won't give you Aviation Social Center. I see some form of veto decision making here.
Yeah, the location is my problem.
Well,
Your commentary, you can run a commentary.
yeah, well, I think the positive about this is that they are also coming on board to support. That's the positive of it. But whether you're good in, as I always say, your good intention will not result in maybe the positive that you are looking for. You have to do more to achieve whatever you want to achieve. So I hope the planners will talk to them. They will do it right so that we will not face other challenges apart from the main person, the persons of interest at the end of the day can achieve whatever she wants to achieve, and then we give her the support. And instead of planning going to ruin everything for her, instead of her thinking about executing the main task, then she will be thinking about the venue, what is going on, how are you doing it, and all that. No, that will not help her mentally, and then even her preparation to break the record. So I hope that the planners are doing a good job just to shield her or save her from having that kind of obstacles coming her way. So the planners should do their best. And as I said, the positive side is that GTA is coming on board, and I think they will not just go in to detect what should happen. They should just go in to help. So when they ask them for something, then they also throw in their support instead of them going and say, we think you need this, we think you need that. My philosophy is that it's better to help people who are asking for help rather than you going to help them because you think they need help. Sometimes, or most of the time, it goes wrong because you not know better than the person and what they need. In fact, that's why I always say aduane will be the The thing is, if you are hungry, say you are hungry. Don't expect people to know that you are hungry. And you know, say one can you dijawa, don't go and say that or because you didn't ask or you didn't say that you are hungry. Aduane will be the and you know, aduane na obi enka will be there. Don't force it on them. I mean, that's my principle. So for me, I think it's good that they are coming on board, but I will caution them not to overdo things or not to try and be the hero of the day and then spoil things, because your good intention may not result in the positive way that you are looking out for. So you should be careful.
The airport and aviation, which of these two areas do we think is more accessible to commuters? Just everybody, okay, maybe I think just everybody. Which one is more accessible to everybody, like an ordinary person who would want to go?
The aviation social center obviously is
accessible.
Of course,
the 37 station.
Yes, the aviation social center is definitely accessible. Very open.
Commuting to the place, yes, maybe the aviation social center, but you see,
because aviation, the moment you alight at the 37 station,
you can get it.
And the 37 station is a center.
Yes.
But I think airport, because people are going and coming like that, it will also be easy to get people to the place, because people will be going to airport, they will hear something and the curiosity will take them there.
Going to airport.
I think the choice of venue. The choice
of
venue
aviation was yes, aviation was the best place anyway. Like when you think about it, I think aviation social center for me would be the best place. But if GTA and the team think that this is the best, why not? We should go with them. But as I said, I will caution them not to overdo things. They will go in and will be telling people what to do. No, it shouldn't be like that. They should rather be asking the team, what do you need? What do you need? What can we do for you and all that? And it will be better than just going in to propose solutions that may end up not helping matters the way you want it to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is good, and I'm happy that the Ghana Tourism Authority is coming on board to at least if not for anything, through their support, even if it may not be in kind. At least this particular statement of backing says a lot about them, or would go a long way to even give some form of encouragement and morale to the people who are doing this. In fact, these are some of the things that we need in the space. It is not always about when some people call on government support, and some people only need some of these backends to aid them in their documentations and stuff on how, or can aid them even in doing certain businesses.
Okay.
And some of these things are the things that we need. So even in this short period, if the GTA has been able to see this particular event as fit to come and support even at this time, we can only give them thumbs up and kudos to them for coming on board. For me, I think the choice of venue is for a different purpose. It is for an agenda, if you ask me.
Okay.
Because you see, when you are building a place for event, the popularity or how you are able to market the place also play a huge role. A place like Untamed Empire, even till date, has not been able to gain that form of popularity to the extent that when you announce Untamed Empire as a venue of doing your event, I can tell you that about when it pick 10 people, 5 of them can still ask you, where is the Untamed Empire located? It happened to me when we were even about to do the Aquabaganza show.
Okay.
So many people were asking, and some people who were even asking, I even got surprised. Like, you still don't, up to date, you still don't know Untamed Empire. Like, it happens like that. Now they're building the Aquaba village. It's a new venue. For the airport, everybody knows. For Spinters Road, everybody knows Spinters Road. Even Apocalypse, that is even inside the Untamed Empire, is more popular than the Untamed Empire itself. And that is very funny. Yeah. When you mention Apocalypse, people know. But when you mention Untamed Empire, they ask you, say, Ewe. That's it. So, for the Aquaba village, yes, people don't know about it. And one of the ways to make that place very popular, because it is a new venue which is being established, is changing it from the Aviation Social Center to the Aquaba village. That is the main agenda. It is going to help in marketing the place as an event center, because after this particular season, it is still going to be maintained for other activities. If that is the agenda, then I think that is the reason why the new choice of venue is coming in here. So yeah, for the pros and cons of it, as to it being inconvenience or it is going to cause traffic and all that, yes, it is true. And if you ask me, I also think that the Aviation Social Center is also, or was also, a better choice. But then it is because they are bringing their big support to you, so they can tell you where because you need their support.
Big support.
Big support. Big support. Their support is very big, which is why they are telling you where you should do it. Because it is hand go, hand come kind of thing. We know so many people who have even presented their event to the GTA in just recent times that the GTA did not throw their support to them or did not give them their letterhead. So if you want us to do this for you, then this is what you also have to do for us. But I also want to say this, that yes, in the quest for them to support some of these things, they should also know and not underrate what they are doing. They may think that, oh, yes, this is just a few people that we are going to accommodate. Maybe in the press statements, they may preach that, oh, it is just for the betterment of we accommodating a huge number. But I tell you, in their minds, they may underrate the number of people they will be accommodating. It happens. And it can cause huge traffic at the airport or huge inconvenience to people at the airport. So it is just about selling the venue. It is just about marketing and popularizing the Aquaba village, which is why they are moving this particular event to the place and nothing else. Because if they are able to do it tomorrow, so many people who would go there would know that, oh, I went for a program and it was at this place and it was at that place, and that's the sole purpose of it. So, man, congratulations to the team in advance. I just hope that this whole late changes in some of these things may not put pressure
The girls'
on
program
them.
starts from 24th.
But the timing is very short. You may see it to be the timing is very short. And
Today is 12.
but Brasami, it is still short. Some of these things, before you hear that Basi decided to do some of these, she confirmed her venue month before. Some of these things needs to be confirmed. And this person will just come, and because the person wants to support you and you need the person's support. So what if somebody also comes and say, I am putting 2 million Ghana cedis and I want you to change it from the Akwaba village? This will also become another headache. Of okay, now the GTA and 2 million Ghana cedis, what should I do? And now it will be to, before you realize, the strength that is supposed to go into whatever they are trying to achieve will be taken off. And now it will be a goose chase to take people who are now trying to help and all that. So I just pray that some of these late changes do not take a toll on them, for them to lose focus of whatever they want to do. So I would just say big ups to the GTA for coming on board to support our people.
I want us to close, but the Rasta man has said something about Shatta Wale that I want you guys, your 2 minutes.
Okay.
The Rasta man I'm talking about is ex-musical contender for presidency, Ras Apia Levi. And I just want us to listen to what he said briefly. Then 2 minutes. I'm sure I'll later handle it my own way as the official mouthpiece of Shatta movement. I'll be handling that in my own way. But let's listen to this. Richie, let's just watch it briefly and we run away.
You see, Mebo Stoneboy Abaso,
Okay.
Samini, Ebon Abaso, and a few others are more undertone.
Okay.
I love Blacko. Mitieno, Najumu Do.
We deep.
Or you deep.
I want to find out. I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll.
No. Onwa. What about Flamano?
What's the guy deep, eh?
No, he's deep. I've watched him. Okay. Apart from Blacko, I have a comfort choir there. When Blacko came, I said, yes, Shatta, you have to shut up. Wako ye album launch at Independence Square, what feel it. Now, mind me. Wadam for the Bikra tour, your CD for 100,000 Ghana cedis. And sometimes I blame those people. They should advise him play life. Me when is our ball life that?
But so machines in everything.
No. You see, look,
for decoration.
the thing is that only time for rehearsals, but or time for beef. He spends his energy.
Doesn't have time for rehearsal, but he has time
for beef. Me shen pa me go on the phone. Me normal on my phone so.
Shatta Wale,
So we are closing. 2 minutes. Jabu.
Yeah, interesting.
2 minutes.
Yeah. You see, he said that he loves him. He thinks he's deep, but his problem is that he's not playing live. Well, the whole thing is you do what the people want, and based on what we have seen, I don't think Shatta Wale's fans or those who attend Shatta Wale's event are complaining. So if you have an idea of something that you want him to do, it's better you come in a form of plea or request, kind of try or advice. Let me put it that way. Yes, it's better you come in a form of an advice, like I think you are good, I like you, and do live band, I think you succeed or something. That's how it should come. But it shouldn't come in a form of if you are not doing live, then you are not deep, you are not good, you don't have to do beef and whatever. Like based on the things that he's saying,
He's using his
just to beef. But Meanwhile, you are not you are not saying that he's been doing life and he's not succeeding. Like, you see, you have to say that, okay, I think you've been trying to go live and it's not working well for you. So instead of beefing, do a rehearsals. But you have not seen him going live. He's been doing what you call miming. And he's succeeding at it. For you to even recognize and even at the point says that he's doing well. Then at what point will you say that he can't go live, so he should be rehearsing instead of beefing? Meanwhile, the guy is not doing live, so he should rehearse for what? He should rehearse, but still he won't go live. Or you want to advise him that he should go live, so he should rehearse. I think it didn't come out well, but we should pardon him in the sense that he is so passionate about the things that he wants, and he is trying to push it on Shatta Wale in a way that you will see that maybe he is not coming out right. I'll pardon him as an enthusiastic fan who wants to touch Shatta Wale or do some whatever, and if you don't take care, he can push you out, or he can do things that can even injure Shatta Wale that he wants to touch. And I'll put Ras in that category. It's like he's so aggressive about Shatta doing life that he wasn't cautious about the way to go about it. That's why he will see it the way he said it. I think it was wrong. It should come in the form of an advice, and it should be like, I think you can do better doing live, so try it. It shouldn't be like, why are you not doing live? Instead of you rehearsing, you are beefing. I mean, Nkoye, okay, Kamboma, Nkoye, the way he came out, it didn't come out well. But I will pardon him because I see the passion. The passion is that people should be doing live. And since he adores Shatta Wale, then he has to push it on him, whether he likes it or not.
To do live.
Yeah. So let's forgive him, but it didn't come out well. Yeah, for that one. It didn't.
Wrap it up. 2 minutes.
Father,
2 minutes.
I think we should tell Father that when he gets the opportunity, he should explain this further, because what he said.
What explanation he
Again,
no, maybe like he has something that he wants to say.
He should say it in a better way.
Yes, in a better way, or maybe in a different way. Because you see, if he agrees that the road to success is not one. Yes, everybody has what they do that can make them successful. That is first one. Secondly, if somebody is successful at what he is doing, and you would want him to do something that you think is right, I believe the best thing to do is to give him data. Give him 1,001 reasons why, when he does what you think you want him to do, he will be more successful than he is. I mean, I was expecting Ras to say that Shatta is good, Shatta is successful now. But if he adds live performance to his set of performances, it is going to up his rate to this level. Give him a data to show. Oh, Asumesi was playing like you were playing, but when he added A, B, C, D to his set, he is doing this and that. But when you come and tell him, oh, he should change from whatever he is doing and come and do what you think is right, he will ask himself, how will that benefit me? Besides, whatever he is producing and giving to his consumers, they are not complaining.
True.
Whoever is patronizing him knows what they are patronizing, and they are paying for it. Whoever, the people that you want to compare Shatta Wale to, that you are saying they are playing live and all that, they are also being patronized because of what they are doing. And again, you said you have not seen him play live before, and that is you. So when you want to give a general advice, don't use your personal opinion to give him a general advice. It will be wrong, because if you have not seen him play live before, then don't say he's not good at it. You only give that testimony when you have seen it. If you have not, it is the same way last time Saliman was also accusing him of blah blah blah. He doesn't play live. When even on that same set, somebody was correcting her, yet she was not listening to. If Ras Apia has never seen Shatta play live, there are so many people who have seen him play live, and he's a musician. He knows his strengths and weaknesses. So the fact that you playing live is your strength, like it's your stronghold, doesn't mean that it should be the stronghold for everybody.
In fact, what I even want to say, maybe I'll say that it is not every artist.
Exactly.
That is not a certification of being a good artist.
That's what.
It's never like that.
That's why I'm saying Ras should come again. Because if not, then I don't know how some of these dancehall artists, even in Jamaica, would be successful. Because there are so many people who are not playing live. There are so many pop stars who are not playing live. In fact,
even in Ghana here, he's not playing live. But when you were mentioning top musician, you mentioned his name.
So why then is he successful? I mean, somebody is producing this water with a cover on it, and he is able to sell it. Another person is also producing water without the cover, and the person is selling. And you think, without giving the person any reason, no, you've not given he did not give the benefit of Shatta playing live. What is going to benefit? Shatta is going to benefit out of it. He did not give it to.
No.
But he's saying Shatta should go and play live. When Shatta plays live, what will that bring to Shatta Wale? That is the first question that he needs to answer. If to him it is not going to bring anything that is going to add up to Shatta's brand, then I don't think this advice he should come again and maybe explain or say it in a better way, because this one
is a passionate
explain tire. Hey. Well, I also have my piece on this tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Wait for Chemo. Chemo will share that with you guys. Special thanks to Ntindo de Solomon, Chemo, Roland Amate, Digital Rasta Currency, who did camera for us, Richie Flex, and to you for spending your quality time to watch us. We really appreciate your time spent with us. Remember to tell someone about Sammy Flex TV Showbiz Daily, and also let them know that tomorrow in the editorial I'll be handling this as well. We have to say a lot about this. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. We're out of here.